When a small-town kid from Maine finds himself at the center of the basketball world's attention, you've got to wonder, is this all just hype, or are we witnessing something truly special? Cooper Flagg has been labeled the next big thing for years now, with NBA scouts drooling over his potential since before he could even drive. The pressure on this kid's shoulders would crush most teenagers, but somehow this Duke freshman keeps raising the bar with every game. So just how good is Cooper Flagg actually?
Flagg will drive it, leaning in, takes it, and makes the basket!
Can he really be the franchise-changing talent everyone's projecting? And will he make the leap from college phenom to NBA superstar? Let's break down the rise of basketball's golden boy and see if he's truly worthy of all this attention. Now, most basketball prodigies come from hotbeds like New York, Los Angeles, or Chicago, not from a town of 3,000 people in central Maine. But that's exactly where Cooper Flagg's legend began. At Nokomis Regional High School, a school so small most people outside Maine can't even pronounce it, Flagg was doing things that defied logic for a freshman. When most kids his age were trying to figure out high school life, Cooper was stuffing stat sheets with numbers that looked like typos: 20.5 points, 10 rebounds, 6.2 assists, 3.7 steals, and 3.7 blocks per game. Maine isn't exactly known as a basketball powerhouse, but even the most skeptical scouts couldn't ignore these numbers. What really put Flagg on the national radar was leading Nokomis to the Class A state championship as a freshman. In the title game, with all the pressure on his young shoulders, Cooper delivered a monster performance: 22 points and 16 rebounds in a 43-27 win over Falmouth. And when you're the best player in Maine history as a freshman, there's really only one path forward if you want to test yourself against the best competition in the country: leave Maine. That's exactly what Cooper did, making the massive leap from small-town hoops to the basketball factory known as Montverde Academy in Florida. This is the same program that produced NBA stars like Ben Simmons, D'Angelo Russell, and Cade Cunningham. For many talented players, Montverde has been where hyped prospects either confirm their potential or get exposed. For Cooper, it was definitely the former. Now, most high school phenoms follow a predictable path: dominate for 4 years, collect every possible award, then head to college as a freshman. Cooper Flagg had other ideas. After his sophomore season at Montverde, he made a power move that sent shockwaves through basketball circles. He reclassified from the 2025 class to 2024, essentially skipping his senior year. When you're as good as Cooper, why wait? This decision immediately made him the crown jewel of the 2024 recruiting class. College coaches from every blue blood program were suddenly plotting how to bring the versatile forward to their campus. The recruiting battle ultimately came down to two heavyweights: UConn, the defending national champions, and Duke, college basketball's most storied program of the modern era. In a decision that surprised few, Flagg chose to take his talents to Duke, following the path of countless NBA stars before him. The reclassification didn't slow Flagg down one bit. In his final high school season at Montverde, Cooper put on a show that left no doubt about his status. Averaging 16.4 points, 7.5 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and 2.7 blocks per game, he led the Eagles to a perfect 34-0 record and a national championship. By the time he was packing for Duke, Cooper wasn't just considered the top recruit in his class. He was being mentioned as one of the best high school prospects in recent memory. From the moment he stepped onto the court at Cameron Indoor Stadium, it was clear this wasn't your typical freshman. In Duke's season opener against his home state Maine, a poetic full-circle moment, Flagg delivered a well-rounded 18 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals.
Here comes Flagg.
A solid debut for sure, but just an appetizer for what was coming. The college basketball world got its real wake-up call in January when Cooper put on a performance for the ages against Notre Dame. This wasn't just a good game, this was history. Flagg exploded for 42 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists on a mind-boggling 11 of 14 shooting display that included 4 of 6 from three-point range and 16 of 17 from the free throw line. This masterpiece didn't just break Duke's freshman scoring record, it shattered the ACC freshman record as well. The whispers about his NBA potential suddenly became roars. When NBA scouts start breaking down what makes Cooper Flagg special, they usually begin with his exceptional physical tools. At 6 feet 9 inches with a reported 7 feet 11 inches wingspan and a 40-inch vertical leap, Flagg possesses dimensions that blueprint modern NBA wings. But it's not just the measurements that impress, it's how fluidly he moves with that size. Cooper glides around the court with the nimbleness of a guard, despite having the length to play power forward. This unique combination creates matchup nightmares at every level. Put a smaller defender on him, Cooper goes to the post or shoots over the top. Try a bigger, slower defender, he'll face up and blow by them with his first step. His physical profile enables defensive versatility that coaches dream about. He can legitimately guard all 5 positions in college and projects to defend at least 4 in the NBA. In an era where switchability is king, Flagg's physical tools make him basketball royalty before he's even old enough to order a beer. While highlight reels usually focus on dunks and deep threes, what truly separates Cooper from other top prospects is his defensive brilliance. Flagg's defensive awareness and instincts are almost supernatural for an 18-year-old. His 1.6 steals and 1.1 blocks per game only tell part of the story. It's the way he diagnoses plays before they happen that leaves coaches and scouts in awe. Consider a moment from Duke's game against Kansas. Flagg was guarding KJ Adams in the corner, a player who had attempted just 7 3-pointers in 4 college seasons. Meanwhile, All-American center Hunter Dickinson had a mismatch in the post. Before the point guard even began his entry pass motion, Cooper was already calculating angles. The moment the pass left the guard's hands, Flagg pounced like a predator, intercepting the ball and sparking a fast break. This wasn't just good defense, this was defensive genius, showcasing both basketball IQ and physical tools working in perfect harmony. His rotational timing is equally impressive. Against Boston College, Cooper's man cut baseline as Flagg helped in the paint. When the ball found its way to the corner, Flagg closed out with perfect technique, choppy steps, high hands, proper angle, and still managed to contest without fouling. These aren't skills most freshmen possess, these are veteran moves. Early in the season, skeptics pointed to Cooper's shooting as a potential weakness that might limit his ceiling. Those concerns have aged about as well as milk left on a summer sidewalk. Not only has Flagg proven he can score effectively at all 3 levels, but he's doing it with remarkable efficiency for a high-usage freshman.
Flagg on the attack with a slam! And a foul!
Cooper's offensive toolkit begins with his touch around the rim. Whether finishing through contact, using either hand, or employing clever footwork, he converts at a high rate near the basket. His mid-range game features a reliable floater and pull-up jumper that he can get off against even the best defenders. And that questionable 3-point shot, he's now hitting at a 37.3% clip on increasing volume, with mechanics that suggest he'll only improve with time. What makes Flagg truly special offensively is his decision-making. With a usage rate of 31.6%, higher than almost all recent number 1 picks, he maintains remarkable efficiency while operating as Duke's primary creator. His ball handling has proven more than adequate for his size, allowing him to create his own opportunities and run pick-and-roll actions with veteran poise. Cooper doesn't just make the obvious play, he makes the right play, regardless of difficulty or pressure. Beyond the physical tools, beyond the statistics, what truly separates Cooper Flagg is his basketball IQ and competitive fire. He plays with a poise and composure that seems impossible for an 18-year-old on college basketball's biggest stages.
Flagg defended by Davis, got a big size advantage, tough turnaround, goes!
While many talented freshmen look lost or overwhelmed at times, Flagg operates with a calm certainty that suggests he's seeing the game in slow motion, while everyone else plays at regular speed. His coach John Shire doesn't just praise Cooper's talent, he raves about his character. The talent speaks for itself. Love coaching his talent, but I love coaching the person. He's all about the right stuff. This combination of talent and character has made Flagg a natural leader at Duke. Even as a freshman, teammates look to him in crucial moments, and he's delivered time after time. Perhaps most impressive is how Cooper responds to adversity. When defenses throw multiple defenders at him, he doesn't force shots, he finds open teammates. When his shot isn't falling, he impacts the game with defense and rebounding. While Cooper's game is remarkably complete for his age, there are still areas where he can improve before making the leap to the NBA. The most obvious is adding strength to his frame. Though he has good size, he'll need to bulk up to handle the physicality of NBA forwards, especially when defending in the post or finishing through contact from stronger professionals. Adding 15 to 20 pounds of muscle will be crucial for maximizing his potential at the next level. Despite his improved three-point shooting, consistency from deep remains an ongoing project. Though he silenced many critics by hitting 37.3% of his threes, developing a more reliable outside shot will be essential in today's spacing-oriented NBA. The good news is that his form and touch suggest this is more about repetition than any fundamental flaw in his mechanics. These minor refinements should hardly concern NBA teams. The foundation Cooper has built as an 18-year-old is extraordinary, and these final polishing touches are precisely what NBA development staffs excel at addressing. The key pieces, basketball IQ, defensive instincts, physical tools, and feel for the game, are already at an elite level. As Cooper's freshman season winds down, the reality is setting in for Duke fans. They're likely witnessing a one-and-done talent. During what may have been his final home game at Cameron Indoor Stadium, the crowd gave Flagg a standing ovation and pleaded with chants of one more year as he checked out. Cooper acknowledged hearing their pleas, but remained diplomatic about his future. "I'm living in the present right now, living in the moment, taking it day by day. I don't know what the future holds." Let's be real though, with Flagg projected as the clear #1 pick in the 2025 NBA draft, it would be shocking to see him return for a sophomore season. NBA teams are already positioning themselves for a chance to draft him, and the financial implications of being the top selection are simply too significant to pass up.
Picked off by O'Connor, tippy-toeing the sideline.
Duke fans should savor every moment of Cooper's likely lone college season, appreciating the rare opportunity to witness a special talent at the beginning of what promises to be a remarkable career. The final chapter of Cooper's college journey will unfold in the NCAA tournament, where legends are made and pretenders are exposed. March Madness will provide the ultimate stage for Flagg to showcase his talents under the brightest lights and the most intense pressure. If he can lead Duke to a deep tournament run, perhaps even a Final Four or national championship, it would be the perfect exclamation point on his brief but brilliant college career. For NBA scouts, the tournament offers one last chance to evaluate Cooper against elite competition in do-or-die situations. How he performs when every possession matters will only further inform his draft status, though at this point, it seems almost certain he'll hear his name called first on draft night, regardless of Duke's tournament fate.
Got to do little things better here and there to turn the L's into W's. Right down the lane for the slam.
So, how good is Cooper Flagg actually? The evidence suggests he's not just living up to the enormous hype, he's exceeding it. His combination of size, skill, defensive brilliance, basketball IQ, and character makes him one of the most complete prospects we've seen in years. The question is no longer whether Cooper deserves to be the #1 pick. That debate appears settled. The more interesting question now is just how special he can be at the NBA level. So what do you think about Cooper Flagg? Is he worthy of all this hype? How high do you think his NBA ceiling could be? Let us know in the comments below, and if you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content just like it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.